Hello YouTube, my name is Sportsky, and I'm back with the 4th episode of MewnBase. So, this game is updated, and there's a few new features that I figured I would show off, and maybe show off the base that I've been working on so far. I mean, we did build that awesome looking one, but I'm thinking I might build a bigger one. Maybe I'll do it on camera, but I'm probably not going to. So, let's go in. Now the first thing you might notice is that these water containers, they now have this little bar on the side, so that when you take your water, you can go ahead and just fill it up, and you can see it click up nice there until it's completely full. Before, you just had to guess and hope that some of them were full, but that's pretty nice now. So if we were to go ahead and take some seeds, plant the seeds, you would not only see the water going down, but you'd probably also see, depending on which one it's taking it from, one of these should start going on. Yeah, it looks like this one's going down right here. You can see it just clicking down slowly. Okay, so besides the fact that there's also a few other new features that have been added. As right there, right on time, that was like perfect cue. Now your base, at random intervals, some of them will start to leak oxygen. This can be any part of your base. This can be the water part, this can be some of the crates, this can be fans or just empty ones, this can be, yeah, see, there's another one. So just to fix this, you just click on it and your base stops leaking oxygen. I've got enough of these that it doesn't leak, but now it's starting to go down. So these things building up, they will build up with time. Just look at them. We've already got 3 of them here and our oxygen's dropping rapidly. So, yeah, geez. With a huge base, these will probably be tough to stay on top of, but with a little one, it's not so tough. So, I think there's a few other... Dang, now it's actually starting to get annoying. I think there's a few other changes. I'm not really sure what kind of other changes, but... Anyways, I guess I finished up the batteries first off there. I added a floodlight and more of these smelters because I got so sick of smelting metal plates and stuff. It took forever, and you'll see why here up in a second. It took forever smelting metal plates. It just got so annoying because I was working more on this. I'm thinking I'm gonna remodel this whole base, and it's gonna be more square. Like we'll have a square solar panels right here, and then over here under it maybe will be the batteries. Next to that, those 2 squares are going to be bases. We'll have to clear out most of it though. Maybe. I'm not really sure. I've kind of beaten this game. There's not much left to do. But those are 2 cool new additions. The first one's probably going to be a little bit annoying. Well, the second one, I guess I should say. A couple other fun new features that have been added is that if you are lost maybe around and you're in your buggy, instead of used to you'd have to get out, then open your map, realize, oh, I'm not that far from base, and then drive back. Now you can open the map from inside your buggy. I think that's really useful, because before you just have to get out, and that'd be pretty annoying. And now this buggy's going really slow, and it would be pretty annoying just because you'd have to get out then open your map. But now you can open it inside the buggy. The second thing, if my dude would speed up, why is he running so slow? Second thing is that now if you make water, any water pretty much, before you would have to put water in there and it would deal, well, there we go. We just watered this one right here. But before you would have to put ice in here and it would water these ones. Now you can water the things by hand with a water bottle. So since I went ahead and wasted that one while I was trying to clear it of not the leak, I ended up watering the emptied one for some strange reason. But there you go. Let's see if I have any more. Nope, no more. But anyways, so you can water them by hand now, which is nice if you don't feel like building a water tank. And those are the other 2 main fixes, besides a couple of little bug fixes. Those are the 2 main, not fixes, but additions, I guess. I really like the open the map from inside the buggy. That's very handy. And I actually think that this base losing oxygen is going to start getting really annoying with larger bases. Mostly just due to the fact, not most as to that it loses oxygen, but more to the fact that it can build up, lose all your oxygen, and it's so annoying. The hissing sound is incredibly annoying. it is pretty annoying anyways, so besides those two additions, that's it. Clear off these solar panels. And after they're cleared off, I'm pretty sure those are the only new additions. Yeah, so you can open your map bowl inside the buggy, and you can manually water things by hand now. Pretty nice. I really like this water one, okay? Because before, I had to pretty much guess how much water was in each one separately, but now I can tell with the awesome little dial. And I'm pretty sure when it runs out, this little button turns red too. It's pretty neat. So I'm probably going to be doing more Death Road to Canada. That one's pretty fun. And maybe I'll try out some new games. If you guys have any suggestions onto what games I should try, go ahead and put them in the comments down below. But I don't really, yeah, there you go, see, little red thing, pretty cool. I don't really think I'm going to be playing some of the more popular ones, like one of you guys suggested I should do Astroneer. I think that game looks fun, but then you search Astroneer into the YouTube search and it comes up with 25,000 results. That's a lot of videos. I'm pretty sure people don't really care to see another person playing Astroneer. So if you guys have a nice little game that doesn't really have lots of videos on it that people might like to see a little more of, go ahead and post that game and maybe a link to it in a comment, and I'll maybe check it out. Maybe play it a little bit. I usually like sandbox survival crafting games, but I play a lot of things. So yeah, go ahead and post suggestions down there and I'll see if any of them look interesting. And maybe after we hopefully beat Death Road to Canada anyways, we'll be doing some of those. But otherwise, we pretty much finished this game. I keep saying it, but we have. So I think since we finished the game, I'll check back now and then when there's updates. We'll come back like maybe every 2 or 4 updates to check out everything that could be new. But otherwise, I think that's it for this game. Look how fast those batteries are filling up. I mean, we've reached almost 30 days now. That's 30 days. So I'll continue playing this little game off camera probably, and then I'll show base updates and stuff every, let's say, 3 updates. Because 3 updates, each update seems to add a little more, and 3 updates should be plenty to add a lot of things. So after that, I think that's it for this game. So we'll be back with it in another 3 updates or so. Sorry, this video is probably going to be a little bit short. Then, as you walk back to your base, slightly wounded, starving, with low oxygen, coming back after a failed supply run, you notice all of your solar panels are like really, really bad. And you come back to find your base without power, leaking air so quickly it's unbelievable. And it just sucks like that. And then you're severely injured. You eat some food, you're full, but you're still severely injured. So you first decide to start powering it up so that you have power back. And as you walk back, you enter and then start to fix all the air leaks in this base to restore your oxygen at least a little bit. Then as you start to get rid of it, noise becomes quieter. And there you go, everything's back to normal. But you almost died, you were injured and everything. And like you just saw there, a completely full base like that can be pretty bad. So, yep. So sorry for the rather short video, guys, but here's some beautiful scenery of the natural wildlife, I guess. And wild scrap, and wild ice. So wild, you just can't really tame it. Anyways, so, here's a natural view of all the wildlife. We have a decent size of our map filled up. Sometimes we get lost all over the place, but there's a decent view of the wildlife for you. Sorry for the short video. So, thanks for watching. Goodbye.